So we're gonna get started. You come to your mat and come to Supta Baddha Konasana. So come back to your back. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. You can either rest your hands on your belly, or you can do one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, or just by your side, whatever is comfortable for you. But just settle in here, start to roll your shoulders down your back. You can close your eyes and just allow some opening in the front space. Take a deep breath in and a full open mouth sigh out. Beginning to unwind and settle in. Let everything that happened during this week, today, go as you continue to open. Something that I recently came across was this thing about how you can bring energy to anything, and how you show up is what's going to be returned to you. So you can either see things from a lovely state or a stress state. And just that shift in perspective has been huge for me during, very stressful time right now, and stress at work, everything else that's going on. And I keep reminding myself of that, as how am I showing up? How am I putting myself in my frame of mind? So as you work through your practice today, just start to think about that. Are you stressed out in these poses? Are you stressed that you can't open up further? Or are you coming at it from a place of gratitude and just thanking yourself for even being here on such a beautiful day if you're local, and holiday weekend? So just have some gratitude for your practice and what you're allowing yourself to do in this 60 minutes on your mat. When you're ready, close your knees back together like a book. Bring your knees into your chest and just slowly rock from side to side, or perhaps the length of your mat, just to loosen up your lower back a little bit. And on your own time, when you're ready, come to a seated position, comfortable seated spot. You can place a block underneath your seat if that's comfortable for you, or just move some flesh out of the way. Bring your hands to your heart center and just close your eyes. Is there some type of intention that you'd like to set for yourself for the next 60 minutes, even if it's just being present here on your mat? Take a deep breath in and a big sigh out to let it go. On your next inhale, raise your left hand up to the sky. Slightly hold on to the right side of your head and nudge it towards the left side. Just placing a little weight there, don't force anything. Just allow some opening. If you want to further your expression, you can push down into the earth with your right fingertips to root in, to allow a little bit more opening on this side. And when you're ready, you can switch it out. Place your left hand down on the ground, grab lightly, softly with your right fingertips, and just nudge your head a little bit over to the right. And release. Start to do some neck circles, just bringing some movement from side to side, whatever feels good for you as far as pace. If you want to take it really slow and just do a few, it's up to you. Inhale, puff up your chest, take your gaze upward, feel a big stretch in the front side of your body. Exhale, dome your shoulders, take your gaze towards your navel. Inhale, deep breath in, take your gaze up, shine your chest up to the sky. Exhale, round your spine for cat. When you're ready, take your right knee, bend it over your left. So If you're familiar with cow face legs, just gonna take a quick twist. Bring your left elbow to your right knee, just to use for some more leverage, and take a peek over your right shoulder towards the back of your face. Inhale back to center, and we'll just switch it out. Place your right leg underneath your left leg on top. Inhale and twist over, taking a gaze over your left shoulder. Again, you can use your right elbow to really open you up a little bit more and get a deeper twist here. Inhale back to center. Come to tabletop position. Taking a moment to stack your hips over your knees, your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, extend your left leg to the back of your mat. And once you feel stable there, inhale your right fingertips towards the front of your mat. Hold here for a breath. Inhale, rise just a little bit up. Exhale, crunch it in. Bring your knee to your elbow and hold. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Drop, or pivot, I should say, your right knee towards the side of your mat. Drop your left leg down. Inhale, modified side plank to the left. If you're feeling warmed up and you'd like to, you can take a full side plank here. You can also grab onto your foot to open up a little bit on this side. Exhale, release. Back to tabletop. Take a few rounds of cat-cow here just to transition before we take the other side. At your own pace, taking any additional movements that you might need. When you're ready, extend your right foot back, point your toes down, go really grounded here before you test your balance. Inhale, left arm lifts. Hold here. You inhale and lift just a little bit higher towards the ceiling. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to elbow, hold. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, extend it back out. Plant your left palm on the ground. Swivel over to side plank, facing the right side. Again, you want to take the full variation you can. If you'd like to keep your foot into your hand just to open up here, you can. Your practice, you do what feels good for you. Inhale, release, and back to table. Tuck your toes. Inhale, hover your knees just a few inches off of your mat, just to start to engage your core. Feel what this feels like. You'll want to keep your core engaged through most of practice today. Exhale, bring your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take some time here to open up. This might be your first down dog of the week since we met last time. This might be your first one in a long time, so just take some time to walk your dog out. Take any movements here. You might want to bend your knees and shoot your hips back up towards the sky. Really press firmly into each palm. Take your gaze to your navel. On your next inhale, crawl your fingertips towards the back of your mat to meet your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten out your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Take your gaze up, your hands up. Inhale, grab onto your left wrist with your right fingertips. Inhale it up to the sky. Exhale, lean over towards the right hand side. You should feel a great side body stretch on your entire left side here. Can you rotate your chest open just a little bit more towards the ceiling, as if the sun could shine on both of your collarbones? Inhale to center. We'll swap it out here. Grab onto your right wrist with your left fingertips. Exhale, hinge over towards your left hand side. Again, can you spiral your chest open? to a little bit more openness here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Take a moment to widen your stance. Your hips should be in line with your feet here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold for ragdoll. You can hold onto your opposite elbows or clasp your hands behind your back. Just let your head hang heavy here. Sway from side to side. Take a moment to settle in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet back together. And slowly crawl your hands back out to plank. Hold in your plank pose here, just to get situated. Really push evenly into both palms, dome your shoulder blades. Tighten your core, take your gaze just slightly above your mat. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, slowly roll back out to plank and hold. Inhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Exhale, slowly roll back to plank. Hinge forward, slowly lowered down to your belly. We'll take a brief stop in Sphinx here. So bring your palms out in front of you. Your forearm should be an 11 shape right in front of you. And push firmly into the earth as you inhale to puff up your chest, take your gaze upward. Feel a big opening in the front side of your body. Exhale, lower. Bring your hands right underneath your chest. Push up to a tabletop. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a full deep breath out to release. Inhale, take a look to your top of your mat. Exhale, travel there. Inhale, halfway lift, iron out your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, Urdhva Sasana, take your gaze upward. If you're feeling open and want to, you can take a back bend here. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, swan dive all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pinch your palms, step back to plank. Hinge forward, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog if you're feeling open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. We'll do that one more time just to build a little bit of heat in the body before we move on. Inhale, take a gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, Urdhva Sasana, take your gaze up. If you'd like to, you can add in a back bend here just for further opening. Inhale, Urdhva, exhale, all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pinch palms, step back to plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Take a moment, shift your hips so they're parallel with the ground. Can you inhale your foot up a little bit more, pressing evenly into your palms. Exhale, bring it through for a low lunge. Drop your back knee, untuck your toes. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, keep your gaze and arms up as you lunge more into your right knee. Shift your weight so that your hips are even with the front of your mat. If you want more of a heart opener, you can take your hands behind your head here. Keep your gaze up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop your palms. Tuck your toes. Lift your back knee for a low lunge. Inhale, step back to plank. Take a flow here, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it here. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bring it through for a low lunge. Drop your back knees, tuck your toes, Anjaneyasana. We've been here before. Sink down into your front knee. Inhale your hands to heart center. Hinge forward and engage your core here. Exhale, twist to the right. Use your left elbow to hook onto your right knee to help you open up and twist just a little bit more here. Inhale, back to Anjaneyasana, take your gaze upward. Exhale, release your hands down. Tuck your toes, lift your back knee. Take a flow here, bring your foot back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, let that go. Take a deep breath in and a full deep breath out. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise for Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, sink to chair. Inhale your hands to heart center. Hinge forward, and again, we're gonna twist to the right. So similar to when we're in Anjaney, but now you'll need to make sure that your knees are in line here as you use your left elbow to deepen the twist. The more that you twist from your core, the further of an open expression you'll be able to get. Think a little bit deeper here into your chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms. You can take a chaturanga flow here or just meet us back in downward facing dog, your choice. This is your practice. You can skip all of the chaturangas today if you want, or you can take extra, do push-ups in between, whatever you're craving. If you need more of a push, please take that. When you're ready, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lift. Take a moment on this side to square your hips to the mat. Then you inhale and engage your core to lift your left leg just a little bit higher. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. Drop your back knee, untuck your toes. Inhale, Anjaneyasana on this side. And if you would like more of an opener, you can interlace your fingers behind your head. Lean into your front knee as you continue to open up your chest here. Your gaze up to the sky. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, bring your hands down. Tuck your toes, lift your back knee. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, hinge forward, chaturanga on this side. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep breath in. And a big open mouth, sigh out, let it go. Inhale, left leg lift. Exhale, knee to nose and hold. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge. Drop your right knee, untuck your toes, meet back in Anjaneyasana here for a brief step. Inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Hinge forward before you twist, just to lengthen your spine just a little bit more. Exhale, twist over to the left. And again, using your right elbow to help you open up the chest just a little bit more. What space can you create here? Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, step back to plank, take a flow, or just meet us back in downward dog, your choice. I'm skipping a lot of them today, so feel free to join me in that or add more if you need. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, sink down to chair. Inhale your hands to heart center. Then hinge forward, just like we did in Anjaney. Exhale, twist over to the left. Again, are your knees in in line with another, or is your right knee jutted out? Pay attention to that as you're twisting. It might feel good to open up your arms. If you have other variations, you can take those here. Can you sink just a little bit more in your chair as you continue to twist and open up your chest? Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms. Again, take a flow here. Meet us back in downward facing dog when you're ready. And if you need a step, you can definitely do that too. When you're ready, meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lift. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow and hold. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bring it through for a low lunge. Inhale for warrior one. Swivel your back foot down to a 90-degree angle. Rise up, take your gaze up. You may need to walk your right foot out more towards the right just to create more space so you can square your hips to the front of the mat. Continue to sink into your front knee. Take your gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands behind your lower back. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, puff up your chest, take your gaze up. Exhale, fold for humble warrior on the side. Allow your head to hang heavy here. Shift your weight so that your hips again are parallel with the front of the mat. And you test your balance by either closing your eyes or perhaps you take your gaze up to your navel. If you need more stability, you can look at your back foot. Inhale, rise for warrior one. Exhale, open up warrior two. Take some time for some heel arch alignment. Bend into your front knee, take your gaze over your middle finger. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach to the front of the space. And then open up to the side of the room. You may want to use your right elbow as a way to open yourself up. If you're feeling a lot of stability and strength, or you want to challenge your core, engage your core, and don't use anything to continue to balance and open up here. If binds are in your practice, you can reach your right arm, or excuse me, your left arm up and behind, and take your right arm underneath your thigh to try to meet each other. And you can rotate your chest upwards. If birds of paradise are in your practice, you can take that here too. I'm definitely not open up enough to do that right now, but you might be, so feel free to take a further expression if you'd like. If you're just hanging out in extended side angle, you're doing great. You can also test your balance by bringing your arms to the front of the mat, giving your core more. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Keep your bend in your front knee. Exhale, rotate your arms down for a low lunge. Plant your left palm, inhale, easy twist, open to the right. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, step your back foot up to meet your right foot at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, Urdhva take your gaze up. Keep your hips parallel to the front of your mat. Exhale, open up, open arm twist to the right. So it's really easy just to shift your hips all the way towards the right, but purposely keep them square and take your gaze back to your right fingertips to the back of your neck. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Take your gaze back to your left fingertips at the back of your mat, being mindful of your hips. Inhale, take your gaze upward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back for a low lunge. Inhale, rise to crescent. Sink down on your front knee. Take your gaze upward. Exhale, bring your arms out and lower down, almost touching your left knee to the mat. Just hover here. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, hold and hover. Inhale, rise to crescent. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Sink into your front knee. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Tic-tac your arms by slowly creeping to the front of the mat. Exhale, open up for triangle pose. Shift your weight so there's very little weight in your fingertips. And use your body to open up to the sky here. Inhale, burst open for star. Keep your gaze upward. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center and slowly sink down into horse pose. You can sway from side to side just to get in here a little bit deeper. Continue to sink. Every time you exhale, can you sink just a little bit deeper? We won't be here forever, but just hold here. Feel your strong legs. Inhale, burst open to star. Exhale, prasarita, toes in, heels out. Slowly make your way down to a forward fold on this side. You can take any variation you want. So if an inversion's in your practice and you want to continue to work on any handstands or head handstands, you can do that. If you just want to chill on a forward fold, this is so good for you. So just allow your head to hang heavy and rest here, whatever you need. Take some time to either play and explore or just rest. It's up to you. Two more rounds of breath here. If you're in any kind of inversion, start to make your way down slowly. Curl your fingertips to be right underneath your chest. Inhale, halfway lift, take your gaze upward. Exhale, crawl your fingertips back towards the front of the mat for a low lunge. Inhale, step your foot to a plank, hold here. Exhale, chaturanga. Bring yourself down, take an upward facing dog, and we'll meet back in down dog when you're ready. Take a moment to take a deep breath in. And again, side out, let it go. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow and hold. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bring it through for a low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Hinge your back foot down, bring your gaze upward. Square your hips to the front of the space as you sink into your front knee. Move your arms behind your lower back. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, fold for humble warrior on the side. Allow your head to hang heavy here. Taking what you need. And you test your balance on the side. Inhale, rise for warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Taking some time to set up here, check your alignment, roll your shoulders on your back, take your gaze over your middle finger. Inhale, reverse your warrior, sink further into your front thigh. Exhale, extended side angle on this side. Take your gaze up to your right fingertips. If you want to try binding on this side, you can swing your right arm behind you and then take your left hand to try to meet it. And once you get there, open up your chest further to the side of the room. If that's too much, you can just stay in the extended side angle. If you want to test your core, you can bring your hands to the front of your face. Again, further in your practice, you can take some time for that here. Anything that's going to open you up and allow you to continue to open. Take what you need here. Inhale, reverse, keep the bend in your front knee. Exhale, spiral your hands down for a low lunge. Plant your right palm into your mat. Inhale, easy twist, open to the left. Take it, the more that you root into your right palm, the more you'll be able to open up your chest to the sky. Drop your left palm. Inhale, forward fold to the top of your mat. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, Urdhva, take your gaze up. Take a back bend here, any shape or variation that feels good to you. You can goalpost your arms. If you want, you can keep your hands together, just leaning backwards, whatever feels good. Push your hips towards the front of the face. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back for a low lunge. Settle in here. Take a moment. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Sink down into your left knee, keep your gaze up. Allow yourself to sink here. Exhale, drop your right knee down to almost touching the mat. Just hover here, go post your arms and hold. Inhale, rise to crescent. Exhale, sink. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open up, warrior two on this side. Again, sink into your front knee, take your gaze over your middle finger. Straighten your front knee. Reach towards the front of your space. Inhale, open up, triangle on this side. Again, are you dumping your weight into your left hand? If so, can you engage your core and rotate open so that little to no weight is in your left fingertip? Challenge yourself here to engage your core and let that help you to be stable. Inhale, first open to star pose, take your gaze upward. Exhale, sink into horse again on this side. So shimmy your weight. If you would like some more opening, you can bring your hands to your knees and just take a moment to bend one of your shoulders into the center, and then switching it out to the other side just for some additional opening here. Back to center. Sink just a little bit further. Can you hold? Inhale, first open to star. Exhale, prasarita, toes in, hold, heels out, and slowly lower. Take any variation on this side that feels good to you. So if you were a little nervous to try an inversion and you want to give it a go, feel free to do that. If you just want some opening, you can even interlace your fingers behind your lower back, just for some more chest opening if you're finding you're really tight in the chest space. Whatever you need, please take that here. When you're ready, take a few more rounds of breath. If you're in inversion, just come make your way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crawl your fingertips to the front of your mat. Step your left foot back to meet your right in a plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Take a flow here. Take what you need. If you need a moment to grab a drink of water or towel off, feel free to do that here too, or just hang out in down dog and just skip the chaturanga altogether, your choice. Few rounds of breath here. Let something go. When you're ready, we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lift. Exhale, bring it through for a low lunge. Inhale, rise for crescent. Sink down into your right knee. Put your arms back for air crescent. Taking a moment to really engage your core here. Take your gaze slightly in front of your mat. Inhale, raise your arms up as you lift your left knee up for one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, sink for figure four. Bring your left ankle Look it over your right knee and sink here. Can you continue to release and let go as you sink? Inhale, rise, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, hinge forward for Warrior 3. You have a couple options with your arms. You can keep them extended out in front of you. For traditional Warrior 3, you can bring them to your heart center if you're needing some more stability, if this balancing pose is too much for you. Or you can come to Warrior 3 here by bringing your hands behind you. The more you root into your standing leg and engage your core, the more stable you will be here. One more round of breath. Exhale, fold, standing splits. Can you engage your core to raise your left leg just a little bit higher? Release any tension in your neck and your head. Take your gaze up to your navel. Inhale, lift your left leg just a little higher. Exhale, come, drop it down for pyramid pose. So take a moment to get situated here. You want to shift your hips to the front of the space. You may need to step your back foot up if your hamstrings are really tight like mine are. Inhale, you can come to a halfway lift or extend your arms out in front of you. Exhale, fold for full pyramid. You may need blocks here. That would feel really good if you're not able to touch the floor. Again, can you shift your right hip back, your left hip up, just to be a little bit more square with the front of your mat. You should feel an intense stretch on the entire right side of your leg. Let your head hang heavy here. Just enjoy this stretch. On your next inhale, step your left foot up to meet your right at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, Urdhva Hastasana, take your gaze up, your hands up. Exhale, come to mountain pose, just for a brief stop here. Root into your left leg, and on your next inhale, raise your right knee up, your hands up, your gaze up. Exhale, open up. We're gonna take tree pose, standing on your left. So you can take your right foot into your left thigh. If that's inaccessible to you, you can bring it to your shin. Kickstand, just avoid your knee, whatever you do. And then you can take any kind of arm variation to test your balance. If having your hands at heart center is enough for you, do that. If you fall out, you can get right back in. Pick a non-moving object, so don't check me out because I'm wobbling everywhere. Take your arms up, your gaze up. You can also bring your hands behind your back. Whatever feels good to you in this challenging pose. One more breath here. Exhale, release back to mountain. Let it go. Shake this side out. Take your gaze up and just close your eyes softly here. Coming back to your intention, your why. Why did you decide to log in today? Just bring yourself back to your mat. Let your mind wander through practice. Just take a moment to collect your breath. And on your own time, when you're ready, we're going to take that on the other side. So you'll root into your right standing leg. And the more that you root into the earth, so just imagine that you're a tree and your right legs are growing roots into the ground. That's how strong you are. The more you'll be able to balance. So inhale, bring your left knee up. And then when you're ready, open up and take a tree on this side. If you didn't test your balance with a different arm variation, you can switch it up this time. You can also really test yourself by closing your eyes or taking your gaze up to the ceiling. Or you just might need some more grounding, and this may all be too much for you. So again, take what you need here. As long as you're opening up in the front side of the body. And we're testing our balance, which is so good for so many things, but the thing about balancing poses is you usually can't focus on other stuff. So it's really great to quiet the mind and be present. One more breath here. Take any final variation or sway that you want. And then exhale, shake it out, let it go. Anything that happened in tree stays in this practice, so just leave it behind when you're done. Inhale, take your gaze up, your arms up for Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, swan dive all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, come back to plank. Take a flow here if you want. If you don't want, that's cool too. Just need a down dog when you're ready. Again, taking what you need for your practice, and that's gonna look different for all of us. I know I'm skipping them all today, pretty much, so if you're there with me, it's all good. So when you're ready, we're gonna meet back in downward facing dog. Take your gaze up. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Can you just extend it a little bit higher? Exhale, bring it through for a low lunge. Inhale, rise for crescent, sink down into your front knee. Inhale, bring your arms back for air crescent. Engage your core, take your gaze slightly in front of your mat. Inhale, rise, bring your right knee up for one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, sink for figure four on this side. If you can you engage your core and sink a little bit lower? Should feel a nice IT band stretch on the right-hand side. Take what you need here. Inhale, rise, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, hinge for warrior three on this side. So take a different arm variation, test yourself, test your balance. If you come out like I just did, come right back in. Another balancing pose to challenge your mind. Can you root more into your left standing leg to allow you to balance? One more breath here. Exhale, standing splits on this side. Can you engage your core and lift your right leg just a little bit higher? You can also test your balance by bringing your hands closer to your standing leg. Exhale, drop your back foot down for pyramid. Again, taking some time to figure out what stance feels good to you. Shift your hips towards the front of the mat. You may want to start from standing position. You can hinge forward, reach to the front of the mat, and then exhale, fold for full pyramid. You should be able to shift your left hip back, your right hip forward, just a little bit more towards the front of the mat to square your hips. Again, you might need blocks here, or books, or whatever you have, just to help feel the stretch on the back of your left leg. Let your head hang heavy here and continue to breathe. So if you've been holding your breath or extending your gaze to look up, just allow yourself to really release and fully be in this pose. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, let it go. Inhale, step your back foot up to meet your left foot at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, Urdhva, take your gaze up. Bring your hands to heart center, just close your eyes. Again, bring yourself to your practice, to your mat. Inhale, bring your hands back up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Take a brief stop in gorilla. So you'll bring your palms facing up. Step your feet onto your palms, bringing your toes as close to your wrist creases as you can. And just allow your head to really hang heavy here. You may need a generous bend in your knees to be able to do that. But can you massage your wrists a little bit with your toes? A lot of us are on computers all day, every day, so this is really good to release some of that inflammation in the wrists. And when you're ready, slide your fingertips out from underneath your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step back to plank, take a flow here, whatever you need. Down dog will be ready for you when you're ready to meet it. So take anything additional, if you need something more, take some core here or an extra push-up or two, your choice, your practice, take what you need. When you're ready, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring it through for a half pigeon on the right. Right knee to right wrist. Right ankle to left wrist. Taking a moment to peek over your right shoulder, square your hips down. Inhale, take your gaze up. Exhale, come all the way down for your pigeon to sleep. If you need to, you can take this on your back. If this is too much, you won't be here forever, but this pose really just helps us release and let go of a lot of the stuff that we tend to carry around with us and just hold on to. And instead of sharing how we're feeling or how we're doing, or even recognizing how we're doing and asking ourselves how we're doing, we tend to just store it here. So if this is really challenging for you, it could be that you've got some stress going on, some things going on right now, and this is just a way to loosen up and let that go. If you can bring your forehead down to your forearms, the mat, a block, just anything to really touch down here. You may need a block underneath your hip to help you open up more. Again, taking what you need in your practice. You won't be here forever. Are you focusing on how challenging this pose is, or are you paying attention to your breath? So the more that you can be here and grounded, the more that you can continue to open. So just focusing on your inhalations and exhalations, and if they're deep belly breathing breaths or if they're shallow, start to lengthen them out just a little bit more. Taking 2 more rounds of breath here. And slowly, when you're ready, start to make your way out of this. So you may need to take some hip circles. Perhaps you just extend your right leg to the back of your mat. Anything that you need to loosen up that side of the body, please take that here. It's gonna look different to all of us. And when you're ready, we're gonna take that on the other side. So hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bring it through, half pigeon on the left. Again, taking time to set up before you fold forward. Take a peek over your left shoulder, square your hips towards the mat. Inhale, take your gaze up to the sky. And exhale, come all the way down to put your pigeon to sleep on this side. So again, each side is a little different. This might be your easier side or your more challenging one. And if you need to take a block or a blanket underneath your left hip to help out with opening, you can certainly do that here. Just take what you need as you continue to release. Are you breathing through this, or are you just wishing it was over? So as we said in the beginning of class today, are you coming to your practice with a loving state, an open state, a state of, acceptance of wherever you are in your practice today, or are you bringing just tension, stress, nervous energy, or other feelings to your practice? So how can you carry yourself and continue to allow yourself to open here? Think about that as you move on from practice today, of how you're carrying yourself through the rest of your day. A few more rounds of breath here, taking any final movements, anything that you may need in this pose, leaving behind what you don't. And when you're ready, make your way back up to get out of this. You, again, can take any kind of movement to Bring some blood flow back to this side. So you just may want to extend your left leg to the back of your mat or take some hip circles here, whatever feels good to you in your practice. Feel free to take that. Take a brief stop in child's pose. Knees out wide, toes tips to touch. Come all the way down. Bring your forehead down to the mat. Just allow yourself to touch down here. It's gonna feel a lot different than when you started in this practice today. So just feel the openness and expansiveness that you've created in your body. Where can you continue to let things go? Inhale, rise to tabletop. Bring your legs out in front of you. You may need to shimmy your sit bones down to the mat by just removing any excess flesh. Inhale, take your gaze up, your arms up. Exhale, slowly start to hinge towards your feet. So reach, reach, reach towards the front of your mat until your spine starts to really round, and then let your head and neck hang heavy. So you may need to grab onto your shins, your ankles. If you want more of a stretch, you can grab and you can reach. You can grab onto the soles of your feet just to help you continue to release here. Just allow your head to hang heavy. Release any tension in your face. Feel the expansiveness in your lower back. Inhale, rise, take your gaze up, arms up. Bend your knees. Extend your arms to the front of the mat, and exhale, come all the way back down to your spine. Lowering onto your mat. Keep your knees bent at a 90-degree angle. Shimmy your fingertips to reach the soles of your feet. And inhale for bridge pose. Lift your hips up. Perhaps you shimmy your shoulders underneath. You can interlace your fingertips at the lower part of your back if that feels good. Just continue to push into your heels. You'll want to release your glutes if you find yourself that you're clenching. So allow your legs to do the work. Take your gaze up. Exhale, slowly lower all the way back down. We'll take one more round of bridge. If wheels in your practice and you'd like to take that variation, you can certainly do so. But whenever you're ready, we'll just find your heels again with your fingertips, and inhale, lift your hips up. Or come up to wheel if that, again, is in your practice and you want to explore that today. One more round of breath here. Exhale, slowly lower all the way back down. Inhale your knees to your chest. Just sway your knees from side to side. Exhale, open up Supta Baddha Konasana. So how we started class here. You'll take the soles of your feet to touch your knees out wide. Again, you can bring your hands to your belly, or one hand to your heart and the other to your belly, or perhaps you bring them out to your side. Just feel the difference that you feel now than you did in the beginning of class. Hopefully you feel a little bit more open, lighter. Just take a mental note of the difference that just allowing yourself to come to class today has helped you. What have you been able to let go of and restart your day? Slowly on your next inhale, close your knees up like a book. Bring your knees into your chest. Exhale for happy baby. You can grab onto the outer edges of your feet, and if you're craving some stillness, you can stay there. If you'd like to release your lower back, you can sway from side to side. Again, taking what you need here. Any final poses, if there's something else that you're craving before coming to our final resting pose, please do that now. Again, this is your practice. Take what you need. When we're ready, bring your knees into your chest and exhale, extend out to Shavasana, your final resting pose. If you would like, you can bring your legs up the wall, or Just come out to an open shape on your back. Palms up to receive some good energy, down to feel grounded if you're still feeling any anxiousness or just needing to feel a little bit more relaxed. You can place your hands facing downward. Roll your shoulders down your back, close your eyes, soften any tension you still have in your face, in your shoulders, anywhere else in your body, and just rest. If you'd like to rest longer, Shavasana is here for you as long as you need. You're in your own space and you can take as much time as you need. So feel free to tune out my voice if you would like to rest a little bit longer. So often we rush through this pose, but it's one of the most important ones. So if you do have the time, continue to rest. That's what you need. But if you're ready to move on with the rest of your Saturday, start to bring some attention and awareness back to your body. Perhaps you wiggle your fingers and your toes and take some wrist circles and roll out your ankles. When you're ready, you can point your toes to the top of your mat, your fingertips extend overhead for a great big morning stretch. Just stretching every part of your body, lengthening here. And on your exhale, roll to either side for a brief step in fetal pose. Just close your eyes, create a pillow with your elbow, and just be mindful of your practice here today and bring awareness and attention to what you're doing right now instead of all the things that you may have to do after class. Slowly, when you're ready, push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Again, you can bring a block or a blanket underneath your seat if that feels comfortable for you. Bring your hands to your heart center and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Big open mouth, sigh out, let it go. Breathe in something good that you still need. And breathe out something that you don't, let it go.
Thank you guys so much for spending the last 60 minutes with me and each other on your mats. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful holiday weekend. Thank you.
Namaste.